Hi, and welcome to a quick introductory course on the Odyssey. During this presentation, we'll be going through some of the basic Odyssey features, helping you with the installation process, as well as how to use and navigate around the Odyssey. The first thing to bear in mind is that once the Odyssey is downloaded, it can be downloaded on any Apple, iPad, or iPhone device, which is known as your iOS, or it can be downloaded on any Android tablet. It will not work with your MacBook Pro or a Windows-based computer. As you can see, the software has now been downloaded, which is illustrated here. And once you've downloaded the Odyssey, it will ask you to go ahead and sign up to actually create a profile. Now, in this instance, you can see it says that I've already purchased. I'm just going to go ahead and click back. And it'll ask you here to go ahead and create a profile. By creating a profile, you activate a 5-day free trial, upon which you will then be prompted to purchase. If you have already purchased the Odyssey, you will receive a welcome email from Insight Health Apps. Within that email, it will give you a username and a password. Your username is typically your email address, so keep an eye out on your email. The email that is used to make the purchase will be the email that you receive the purchase and download instructions on. So as I am an existing user, I'm going to go ahead and log in. My email address, I'm going to go ahead and enter in my email. And then my password for this account is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's go ahead and log in. Okay, once you've logged in, you will come to the voice analysis page. During this process, it's a 15-second recording that we record your voice. Once we capture your voice, we use this to provide a basic analysis to help identify specific items that may be beneficial for you at this time. So the recording process is about 15 seconds long. During this time, you repeat the vowels A, E, I, O, U. When you complete, you then say your name and what issues you would like to focus on during the session. Let's go ahead and record. And during this recording process, A, E, I, O, U, Ryan Williams, I would like to focus on stress management and peace and harmony. Once we have recorded, you can always re-record your voice if you wish, but we're going to go ahead and click on scan. During the scanning process, we take your complex voice wave pattern, we run it through what's known as a fast Fourier algorithm, which basically means we simplify that complex wave pattern into a simplistic frequency. With this simplistic frequency, we then go ahead and we can run a scan on all of the items here within the Odyssey. So as you can see, we have all these different playlists that you can select from. Anything from organ stimulation, to balanced nutrition, to inner terrain, to detox, mindfulness, immune system, digestive disturbances, and so on. You've got two options here. As we've conducted a voice scan, we can go ahead and actually begin with a voice scan, which is indicated in the top right-hand corner, or you could actually manually explore any one of these items and select any one of these items. As an example, let's say you want to focus on your organ stimulation. You want to focus on one of your organs. You just go ahead and click on explore, and as you can see, it'll give you an indication of all of the different items that you can work on during this program. One option, if you read the instructions with some of the programs, it does tell you to select an item first. So as you can see, it says select general stimulations first. So as you can see, I can do my general stimulation. It's suggesting that I can do this first. Again, if you wish, you can bypass this, but the benefit with doing, as an example, a general stimulation, it opens up all of your organs. It just makes you more receptive to the actual energetic signatures. Then you can go ahead and select on any number of these items. The bottom right-hand corner, you'd go ahead and click on Start. And during this time, it is now playing the stimulation or the balancing tones to help address these specific items. As you can see, the timer is now set for 35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and click on Stop. By clicking on Stop, you can click on anywhere on that page and you can revert back to this page over here. If I wish to collapse this again, I just click on that ED in the top right-hand corner. That's actually Explore the Odyssey. Okay, you just go ahead and do that. But let's have a look at the voice scan. If we select the voice scan, during this time, we are now factoring in your voice as the witness or as the test. And we are scanning your voice against all of these different energetic signatures. And what it's going to do is then give you recommendations, those items which have reacted high, gives you a high probability. So if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can see under Detox, it suggests that I do circulation, I do endoexocrine, and I do karma. Now, if you have a look at this, you can see that each journey is 33 minutes. So here alone is an hour-and-a-half journey. So it's up to you to decide whether you wish to do these three or not. You can always bypass the voice scan. Please understand, the voice scan can throw up false positives. So it's up to you to have a look at these items and to find the items that you resonate with, things that make sense to you. If we go ahead and scroll down, it'll show mindfulness, the top 3 items, and then digestive disturbances. So basically, during the voice scan, it'll identify the top 3 main programs to work on. So in this instance, it's the digestive disturbance, the mindfulness, and then the detox. And then within each of these programs, it'll select a further 3 items to go ahead and select the play. So that is how the voice scan will work. If you wish, you can always go ahead and clear this. If you have a look on the top of the page, we have Clear Playlist. I'm going to go ahead and click on Clear Playlist, and as you can see, we have now removed all of those items, which means that you can essentially bypass the voice scan and then select any one of the items here. As an example, we can go to Upliftment, and if we read the Upliftment, it says for best results, select all. So I can go ahead and just follow the prompts, and I've selected all, and I can go ahead and click on Start, and as you can see, the energetic tones will begin. Now, you do not need to actually hear these energetic tones. If you do have headphones, you can listen to them. However, if you do find them becoming a bit irritating, you can certainly lower the volume. Typically, what I would advise is to have this volume just below the audio threshold. This program can be used with any other piece of hardware. Within Insight Health Apps, we have the Quantum Geo Harness, which you could certainly use, or we have the wearable PEMF and LED device that you can certainly attach to the Odyssey. The inspiration behind the Odyssey was to create something which was simple and easy to use that did not require much of a thought process. If you compare the Odyssey to the Genius is a very complex program. It's designed for a deeper analysis. It's got more programs available. You can import, you can export. You have access to a lot of resources within the Genius. The Genius, as I've mentioned before, is our flagship product, and we develop additional products like these to support the Genius. So that is one of the benefits with the Odyssey. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy to use. It doesn't really require much analysis. You are not able to import or export any items into the Odyssey. It is a standalone program as is. And let's just go ahead, and if I want to click on the Clear Playlist, I will click on the Clear Playlist again. Now, what I can do is that I can select any number of different items. As you can see, I'm selecting all of these items. For best results, you would really want to sit down in a quiet place and allow the Odyssey to generate the signals. If you're up and about and you're working, you will still experience a benefit with the Odyssey. However, in our experience, the more calm and relaxed and in a safe space you are, the more receptive you are to actually being able to receive those frequencies. So as you can see, I have now selected all of these items as we can call it a playlist. And I can now go ahead and click on the Start Odyssey. And by clicking on the Start Odyssey, it will work through this playlist one at a time. So it'll start with the Upliftment, phase 2, 4, and 7. It'll then shift on to the Delta Deep Sleep, 3, 5, 8, and 10, and so on. As you can see, depending on the items that you select, these journeys could either last you maybe 10 or 20 or 30 minutes. Some journeys could actually last you over 90 minutes or even 2 hours. In that instance, just bear in mind, it is an extended process, so ideally, perhaps do it when you do have a spare moment, or you can lie down and you can relax, or even if you're having a nap, you will still experience a benefit with the Odyssey. And again, to stop the tones from playing, you can just tap anywhere on the screen, and that will stop the signals from actually being generated. To go back to the Odyssey page in the top left-hand corner, click on Odyssey, and as you can see, I'm back to this page. And if I want to clear the playlist, go ahead and click on Clear Playlist. And as you can see, this is now clear. When you do a voice scan, I'm going to go ahead and do the voice scan again. As I mentioned, it does highlight the top 3 items, and then a deeper scan will reveal the top 3 items within each of those selected programs. Now, in some of those programs, it'll say to you, as an example for the Delta Deep Sleep, it'll say for best results, select all phases. So now this is for you to decide. If you have the time, it is suggesting that you should do all the phases. However, the voice scan is saying, well, right now in this moment, the best options are the Delta Deep Sleep phase 4, 8, and phase 9. So it's up to you to decide if you have the time to do all of these. If so, you simply bypass what the voice scan is suggesting and you select all. And then you go ahead and start the Odyssey. And then that will go through each phase one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. As another example, let's see which other ones we have. Love My Hormones. And it says here, please complete phases 1 and 2. So as you can see, it's suggesting here that we should do 1 and 2. However, because there are only 2 phases, it's highlighting the 2 phases. So I'm going to go ahead and just select all again, and we have that. And to begin this process, go to playlist. As you can see, I've got the playlist there, start Odyssey, and we begin the process of balancing and getting the body back to an optimal state of peace, harmony, and balance. I'm going to go ahead and click on stop. Anywhere on the page, we'll click on stop. I'm going to go ahead and click on back, and I'm going to click on back again. And as you can see, we have here in the top right-hand corner, you can, if you do not like the password that you have, you can go ahead and you can change your password, absolutely no problem. If you have forgotten your password, let's just go ahead and log out. If you have forgotten your password, where it says existing user login, you just go ahead and you can see we have a forgot password option. Go ahead and click on forgot password. You enter in your email address. And you go ahead and click on send password. And that will automatically generate a password that will be sent to you. So basic overview of the Odyssey. As you can see, it really was designed to be simplistic in use and easy to use. So please go ahead and try the Odyssey yourself. Let us know what you think. Feedback again is always appreciated. Thank you.